Doing the show?
Yeah, we're just doing the show. Actually, we're live right now. Basically, hey Chris, man, what's up? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I guess we already talking like, oh, we doing the show or what? But I'm good, man. What's happening?
Well, you already know. I told you on Saturday, right when the Jordan 11 win like 82, the Midnight Navy came out.
Yeah.
You and I already knew the shoe wasn't gonna sell out, right? Because you did a shoe you buy the flip, and he was selling on eBay for like 260, 268, 290.
Yeah.
And I told people don't pay over retail for these sneakers. So on Saturday, I went to the mall on it was like 3 p.m., right? And I'll play a video for you guys to see, and I'll show you what I saw. So this is Saturday. Yeah, can you see the video?
I can't. You have to share a screen.
I guess I'll share my screen with I guess let me share my screen with the guys that are watching, and then they can see what I'm talking about. So present to everyone, right? So let me do that. So can you see my screen now?
Yep, I see it.
So this is Saturday. Me going to the mall, and this is what I saw.
They got the 11 like 82, man. I told them
3 p.m.
on my website that these were gonna be still sitting in the mall, and they didn't trust me. If you pay over retail, it's all wrong with you. That's what's gonna happen now.
And that's like 3 p.m., guys.
You're always gonna be able to get your shoes now. So yeah.
So it's in the mall. This is FSK Mall in Frederick.
Man size.
And then I'm gonna add on to that something else. This morning, today is Wednesday. I went to the mall. The 15, and they still got it on the wall.
Sizes, I think 8.5. So you may want to drop by and see. This is FSK Mall.
Same place. 3 days later, 3 or 4 days later, they still got the shoes on the wall. All right. So I'm gonna start sharing my screen.
Spend more than retail.
And I'll shut this down real quick, and then we'll get back to the show. So, Chris, did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it, man.
So the question is, what do you think, man? What are your thoughts on these shoes, man? Like, what do you think is happening right now? And is it a great time to be a collector, or is it a good time to be a reseller?
Right now, man, collecting is prime, man. If you're a collector and you want to buy whatever you want to buy, you can pretty much get what you want, unless it's like ridiculously limited, you know. But I think the shoe looks great. I went into a Hibbett Sports yesterday, and they still had the shoe in the Hibbett Sports. It's pretty much everywhere. Remember, in Should You Buy the Flip, I did the chart for the Foot Locker Unlocked, and I didn't even do the launch locator. I didn't even do foot action. The Foot Locker launch locator, man, it looked like a virus. There was so many of the pairs out there in locations across the country that it just, you know, it was not a shoe that you were going to flip. But this started last year with the Space Jam. It's the same thing as a Space Jam, man. It's not that the Jordan 11 is not hot. When we come back to look at this at the end of Q4 or Nike's Q2, what, October, November, December, this shoe is going to end up being one of the biggest selling shoes that we've had of the year, because there are going to be so many available. That doesn't mean that Adidas is hotter than Nike, you know. And I've been like really sick of seeing like analysts and people talk like Adidas jumped over the Jumpman and all of this stuff. And, you know, we haven't done a show and we haven't talked about the consumer direct offense on camera and doing it. We've been talking about what for? We're talking about this stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been talking about it, and we've been tracking it for longer than that. And what people have to realize is if Nike is removing accounts from the market at retail, Nike's sales are going to go down at retail. That doesn't mean that Nike's not picking those sales up on their own platform. And see, what happens is these analysts, they don't have the data from Nike. So if you don't have the data from Nike and you say Adidas jumped over the Jumpman, that's kind of presumptuous to say that, because you don't know how many shoes Nike sold. I made this point during Investors Day, when Nike did their Investors Day, that Nike's revenue did not go down. Their profit margins went down. The margins went down. But that's only a symptom of a promotional environment. There are too many sales right now, so the margins are going to go down. But as Nike begins to move the margins back towards their own platforms, what's going to happen? Their margins are going to start going back up. Now, it won't be right away and it won't be fast, but this kind of idea that Adidas is jumping over the Jumpman, Adidas is doing great. I'm not knocking them. At retail, Adidas is propping themselves up and doing very well. But you did something the other day that I saw, you know, I took a picture of, you talked about it. Even the NMD now is on sale.
And on sale, not just in Foot Locker, but in the Adidas store, which I went to the other day and which never happened before. I walked in the store and they had the Sashiko pack on sale for $129 plus 30% off. I wish I could share a picture right now. And this is something that we've never seen before. But to get back to the topic, what we're trying to tell people is this: Nike is doing something that a lot of people can't foresee, because they're really trying to just get the consumer on their side. So you're going to see more shoes sitting in stores. But it doesn't mean that they're not selling. It means it's a good time to be a collector. And if you're a collector, you can walk in the store and get your shoes. But everybody's buying stuff online thinking these are selling out. But Nike is pretty much just catering to the consumer right now. So it's a good time to be a collector. If you're someone that's selling shoes though, retros, you may want to get out of business, man, because this ain't a good time for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's we knew this was coming, man. And the idea of flipping shoes, if you don't have an employee store connect, if you don't have a 30% Foot Locker discount, or a 20% Foot Locker discount, or a Finish Line discount, or if you don't have a discount and you think you're going to take a general release shoe, time anymore. You know, this is the time of the collector. And I think, man, it's the perfect time to be a person that loves sneakers, because there's some great shoes coming out, and everybody is acting like Nike's not making dope stuff, but Nike's making some great shoes, man. It's a good time to be a collector and start adding and building up your, you know, collection, because what's going to happen is, as Nike begins to regain control of the consumer direct defense, as they start to market, the amount of inventory that they put out is going to start coming back down. So you're talking, I think you were saying the other day, you wish you could just go out and buy every pair of the 11s and just keep them for 6 months to a year. I think you were right when you said that, because 6 months to a year, Nike's not going to be dropping all of this stuff. So it's going to get more limited. So now the stuff that you really like, it's going to be hard to get it.
Well, yeah, because they're talking about the edit to amplify, which you mentioned last year or 2 years ago. Well, now, if you look at everything that they're dropping in 2018, it's all classic stuff, because they're trying to do away with everything that doesn't work. So that means they're going to start dropping like some good stuff, and that may not be the case again. But it's a good time right now to be a collector, because you can go in the store and just find what you want. So avoid paying over retail for stuff, man. Just be patient. And they're always going to turn out the outlet, because Nike does a lot of flash sale, which you mentioned again, which is just great, man. And they now have their air.jordan.com where you can get all the information you need, release date and everything. So I'm telling you, this is a good time to be a collector, because everything right now is centered around the sneakerheads and the consumer. And Chris, you've been talking about it for years now. It's about time that people recognize it, man.
Well, I mean, and more important, you know, it's the flash sale. You have analysts who are like, oh, Nike's doing another flash sale.
What's his name? Charlie Brown?
Yeah. During Investors Day, right? Nike talked about the Nike Plus membership. Was signing up on its applications, right? So on its phone apps, all its sneakers, training, Nike's entire consumer direct offense is built on getting people to log in and sign up on the Nike platform. In marketing, you can acquire customers in a number of ways. You can use traditional media, which is television and all of these different things. I just got a call, man. I'm gonna have to run off. So I'm gonna close this up and I'll talk with you about it later, but I'm gonna have to jump off, man. And I'll hit you back.
I don't think there's anything about it. It's a good time to be a collector.
But you know what? I'm gonna go back to it. I know I hate people. People probably like, dang, why is he gonna log off? Let me finish this. Right? And I think it's talking too much. All right. With the Nike Plus membership and the consumer direct offense, you have to acquire customers. When you acquire a customer, and this is a business thing for all of you guys out there that are we're all sneaker lovers. We're sneaker culture people, man. We've been in this for a long time. We all want to become bosses. If you're going to be in the marketing side of it, because some of you guys out there have these really big followings on Instagram, and you need to figure out how to monetize that. To acquire a customer, you can use traditional media, which means that you can use print, magazine, radio, right? Now, traditional media doesn't work as well in this new generation of marketing. So you have to acquire your customers using Facebook ads, social media ads, Amazon ads, or Google AdSense, right? AdWords. Nike could take millions of dollars and dump it into media and marketing to get new customers to come to the platform. But what happens if Nike says we're doing a flash sale and it's 50% off, right? Everybody's going to flood the Nike website or come to the Nike website. They're going to log in. And as soon as you log in, you get added to Nike's email list. You get updates on different things. Nike can now market directly to you. They don't need Amazon. They don't need Foot Locker. Really, they don't need anybody, because now you've logged in and they can send you any information that they want. The flash sale is simply a marketing tool. And think about this. When you sell a product to Foot Locker, if you're Nike, when you sell a product to Foot Locker, you're selling it at a 50% price, right? So that Jordan, Nike's selling that Jordan to Foot Locker for $100. Jordan for $109.99. They're still making $10 more than they would have if they'd have sold it to Foot Locker. So what is wrong with them using the flash sale? The flash sale becomes the foundation of a marketing campaign that is completely in-house. It's genius. I fully expect Adidas, Under Armour, Asics, Saucony. We can keep going through the list of shoe companies. Everybody's going to start doing flash sales because it brings all of the traffic to their own website and they can control it. Is it promotional? Yeah. People expect sales. Right now, Amazon controls the market. Controlling everything. Amazon's forcing the price of stuff to come down anyway. So why not cut out Amazon, where you're going to lose 15% on everything, and keep it on your platform and make whatever money you can through your sales? You know, I hope that was clear. That was a lot of talking, but I hope that was clear.
That was good. And by the way, guys, I want to show you this product real quick. It's called Auto Cleanse Sports Powder. So what you do with it is you put it in your shoes or your athletic gears. If you play any sports, maybe basketball, football, and your pads, you don't get to wash them often, you can pour this thing out in there. And I have a video on my channel now you can watch. So this works great, and it's all natural. All right, I just wanted to point that out as we go through this. All right, but again,
hashtag ad.
It's all good, man. Anyway, Chris, thanks for your time again, and man, again, great conversation. And you know, hey guys, like we say, man, keep plugging in and just make sure you check us out. All right, House of Kicks and arch-usa.com. He's got great information on his website. Make sure you check that out. Thanks for watching again, and have a nice day.